All right, everybody, we are back for some more late night retardation. Just feeling things out, seeing what we can deduce, which I'm sure is probably fucking boring for y'all, and I apologize for that. I do, but like I'm just trying to figure out how some of this shit works. Cause I have the autism, and like reading stuff kind of gives me an idea. And I do better if I can like hands on and hands on. But we did some messing with the bitrate stuff. We're gonna hang out for a little bit and see if these changes actually have an effect, or if it does its usual run normal for a while and then just like the book gets all tits up. Ow, my hip. My hip. No, that was weird. I don't know why that popped. Old bones. Old. Oh, ow. Miss Ray, are you being stinky? All right, I'll get you water, Spaz. My God, YouTube, what have you wandered onto? I don't want to listen to Candace Owens be insane. Lady's batshit. Did y'all know that Jews invented dinosaur bones to make Christians not believe in God? I mean, like, look, man, I ain't knocking people for what they believe, and you are free to believe whatever you choose to believe, but that's insane. Like that's an insane take on the world, bro. That the Jews invented dinosaur bones. Bro, what? I'm pretty sure the dinosaur bones were invented by the dinosaurs that grew the bones and then died. And I think a more rational take on that would be before we knew they were dinosaurs, people thought they belonged to dragons. A lot more rational sounding than the Jews created them. Hey, hey, we're all free to be insane, I guess. I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I have very little faith in humanity. I have lost all faith in humanity. But I mean, like, look at them. So, like, what are you gonna do other than like move further and further into the woods? Miss Ray, why are you destroying your bowl? If you destroy it, what are you gonna drink your water out of? Not my problem. You will figure that out on your own. um,
Scurries over to Perk 60 Wolf and circles their feet. Thanks, I guess. Now bring me more snacks, human. Capital.
okay, its audio's working. Turned it down some though. It was a little loud before. It didn't really need to be that loud. Where's the other chat aggregator? Big Crash, Big Crash. apologize, everybody. It crashed. Give me a second. I'll fix it. Some of these programs are kind of hit and miss. I don't remember hearing Quatrix going. Yeah, that one's been down. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Back up. Quatrix should chime in a minute or two here. Ooh, something didn't seem right. Rumble's holding itself together currently. That's good. Been real crashy lately. I don't know why. But only like within itself, which is the really weird part. It's been like it'll cut out for a second and then it'll reconnect all the additional outputs, but not reconnect the original Rumble server. And I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, why would it can reconnect successfully to the pass through portions, but not to the standard? It's in-house stream output. It doesn't make sense to me. You'd think the in-house one would be prioritized and additional destinations would be secondary, not primary. So I don't know. To me, it's just weird. It goes down, and then all the secondaries reconnect, but the primary fails to. I don't know. They're clearly still working on things and improving stuff. They just recently added the whole like constant, so it doesn't take me 10 minutes to set up for every single stream. That's nice in itself. So they're getting there. Give them a little time. They'll get it figured out. I'm sure. Realistically, probably the best thing people could do for that would be go make a Rumble account and give them feedback. Because like, how else do they learn? You know what I mean? People give their feedback, then they've got complaints to address and stuff like that. But it is a much more like politically motivated platform, which that's kind of eh. Like, don't get me wrong, I like politics and I enjoy to talk about politics and stuff, but not everything has to be politically charged, man. Some things are just what they are. Some shit's just goofy. You want to be goofy? Shit can be goofy. It doesn't have to be fucking political. But people are crazy. But I do like that they let me multicast, so I can't hate. Can't hate. I just don't think I really want to like do heavy political content. It just seems boring. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting to watch to see all the crazy people being crazy and doing stupid shit. That's funny and like making fun of retards. Not like actual disabled people, but like the shrieking, fomenting political retards of all sides. Not any one particular side. There's retards of all kinds. Yeah, that's funny and all, but it also is like soul crushing because that shit show is our society. And like, bro, yeah, that's kind of fucking soul crushing. Those people like are I don't know. They need help. People need help. People need something. Jesus, third spaces. I don't know. I'm not a fucking. I'm not some like social butterfly. I'm not going to pretend to understand the nuances of of fucking people, but they need fucking something. That's the point. Like, I don't know what they need. I have no solutions. Just the ability to recognize a problem. But hey, it is what it is. We're not gonna get ourselves caught up in that. We're just gonna fucking have a good time and bullshit. Maybe play something. Random internet fucking tank. What was that? Hmm? Looks like it's stabilized now. That bit rate's kind of. That there it is. All right, how deep in are we? We're about. Am I retarded? I'm apparently retarded. About 16 minutes, and it did its first little. But it recovered. It did recover. Okay, well that's okay. The occasional dip's not the end of the world as long as it recovers. It's the weird dips where it like forcefully resets its own limit. That shit. We gotta get that figured out. Let's see what's new in the world. Twitter. see what's happening. Nobody cares about CNN. For all the shrieking and carrying on that people do, Twitter is a lot more passive than, say, Instagram. Instagram's a fucking fever dream of racism and horrors, and I'm not sure how it even exists. But, hey, it is what it is. It doesn't look like there's much going on interesting to talk about. You got the usual shit. The left freaking out about Trump, all that nonsense. Not seeing anything
Sure,
going
I'd be
on
happy
game
to.
related.
Hey everyone, you can totally come pet and play with me in the Trash Wolf Pet Cafe Twitch extension. Just don't steal my snacks, K? Lol.
You tell him, Pando. You strange little pet. Why would John McCain be trending? He's dead. People be wilding the fuck out. Ain't fucking nothing new there, Jesus. Throwing fits about bills. Elon's throwing fucking fits about this and that. Damn, y'all. Wild. Don't get me wrong, I'm no political scientist, but like concessions and shit. I don't know. I haven't read it. I can't really talk on it much. Just, in general. These things tend to be a give and a take. They never seem to be perfect. I mean, when have they ever been perfect? And people are mad about adding to the debt. Like, well, yeah, it's kind of bad, you know. But like, if you live on $50,000 a year, you can't just abruptly switch to living on $0 a year. So like I see how that shit takes time. You gotta like wean it down, especially when you're talking like a fucking bill of like 3.3 trillion and shit. Like, yeah, no, I get it. You gotta. It takes time to balance something that far out of skew. So people are mad. It makes sense. People, defense spending. That's just part of being America. What's new about that? It is what it is. People be crazy. Shit be crazy. Everybody be fucking crazy. They're talking about cuts, Medicaid, Medicare. I'm pretty sure those totals they're putting up is non-citizen peoples. Which if so, you're talking 1.1 trillion dollars. I haven't looked deep into it because I really don't care. But like, if they're just arbitrarily labeling it as Medicaid and Medicare, there's probably more pertinent detail to that. I haven't looked, so I'm not saying I know there is. Just in my personal opinion of not trusting the ranting, shrieking, mouth foaming masses, I'm just inclined to lean on the side of the Medicaid and the Medicare are probably something to the tune of people that actually aren't supposed to be on it that many states have been spending that money on because we know they've been giving the Democrats love to give all those social program fundings to illegal immigrants and they're not really made for that. So if that is what's being cut, the Medicaid and Medicare cuts, then like I'm entirely for it. Immigration enforcement increase in funding for it. That's what people voted for. That's what his supporters wanted to happen. Yeah, it's not free to to manage a border as big as our southern border. That costs money. Yeah, we understand that. Food assistance quotes here, no details. They don't provide details. They just call it food assistance. Gonna go out on another limb here and based on the vagueness of the way they word that, I'm say it's probably food assistance that was going to non-citizens, which again I support the cutting of, and his voters voted for the cutting of. Ending clean energy credits, yeah, they don't do nothing. That energy bullshit's just a money hustle. Like, fuck, Elon was like making bank selling the credits from fucking Tesla. Like, that the whole thing was just goofy as fuck, in my opinion. Mars missions, 10 billion. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, maybe a boondoggle, maybe, yeah, but like, doesn't mean you should stop trying to like maybe come up with a way that makes things like that more feasible. If every person trying to make an advancement stopped because they were told it was a boondoggle, we'd all still be in mud huts in Africa. Like, come on now, let's be real. So, scientific advancements, funding that I see nothing wrong with. Cuts to Planned Parenthood. I don't think the government should have been funding Planned Parenthood at all. Anyways, I do agree people should have a choice. I just don't believe tax money should pay for it. So I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. Like, I think you should have the option to abort, but it shouldn't be government funded. And people be like, oh, then you're just punishing the poor people. You know, accountability, responsibility. That's what life's about. I'm sorry, but there shouldn't be people to bail you out because you're stupid. You should learn from your fucking mistakes. And yeah, to be fair, I don't really think you should get fucking what do they call it? Welfare. I don't think welfare does anything positive for people. It should be like a short time frame thing, the same as unemployment insurance is. Help cover your ass for a little while you get your shit back together. Not some teat that can be perpetually suckled. Again, I believe you should be able to have your abortion. You should have to pay for it. When it comes to the point that we're talking about, like, it's a pill, yeah, the pill should be cheap. There's no reason they should be expensive. They shouldn't have to be government subsidized. There should just be, reasonable protections in place that keep drug companies from fleecing the United States, which they don't do to other countries. Which is why you can get the same medicines in other countries for way cheaper that don't subsidize it. So, like, yeah, somewhere in the middle, I guess. But we'll see. People gonna rant and rave, carry on, and throw fits about everything that man says, does, thinks about. Fucking, like, if he so much moves his eye in a weird way, they're gonna be somewhere out there that was a secret fucking sign to Putin that whatever. Insane. There's a ton of insane people out there. I just don't know what else to tell you guys on that one. Like, you gotta take a lot of everything with a grain of salt. People be out there shrieking. Don't get caught up in the shrieking masses. Use your brain. God gave you a brain, and science put basically the bulk of human knowledge in a small handheld device in your pocket. You're smart. Read multiple sources. Avoids, read, find both sides. Read from both sides. Think about things. Like, will you be right in every assessment you ever make? No. But a lot of the time, common sense goes a long ways. I have faith in y'all. You're all smart people. You have the brain. It's in your head. Whoever, whatever gave it to you. Nature gave you a brain in your head. It does brain stuff. You gotta trust it, but you also gotta, like, give it the tools to make good decisions. That starts with good informations, lots of informations. Consume as much information as you can. Information is good. Don't just be the screaming masses. Think about things, question things. Nothing wrong with questioning things. And anything that refuses, or anything that attempts to attack you for your questioning of it should be questioned even further. No, wild times, y'all. Wild times. That's why I live in the middle of nowhere. None of this shit affects me. Good for the mental health. I recommend it. Everybody should move to the middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere does good things for you. people gonna be talking, carrying on about the bill. 90,000 posts. That's insane. People are insane. Like sitting here shrieking about it don't fucking fix nothing, you know. You don't like the results? You voted for the people who were filling the seats of your states. Fuck, I don't know what to tell you. Like, as much as it may suck to hear, like, this is the result of how you cast your votes. If you don't like it, should have voted in other people, which kind of just takes us to the like core of all of this. That like, if y'all had just use logic and elected rational fucking people, you'd have never had a Donald Trump situation. And who knows? Things may be different. They may be better. They may be worse. I don't know. To be fair, I think he does an all right job. They all pretty much do a shitty job, in my opinion. So, like, the shiniest turd, even though the man is a pompous and arrogant asshole. And, you know, it is what it is. It's not about how the dude acts. It's about policies, and the policies side of it seem to be going all right. I mean, it's been what, 4 months, 6 months? Hardly time for much of any like significant or relevant policies to even show any kind of effect. So like, we'll see where it goes. It's all we can do. Like, we're on the ride. The ride's running. Like, it is what it is. Fucking. Gonna be fun to watch people shriek and cry about it, though. I admit that. I always find that funny. Because, yeah, they're gonna scream. They're gonna scream about everything that man does. I'm interested to see if he wins that Nobel Peace Prize, just because, like, how ironically funny would that be for Donald Trump to win a Nobel Peace Prize? Everybody I mean, how they gonna call him a warmonger? He got a peace prize. I mean, so did Obama, and I think he dropped more bombs than like any president since like Vietnam or some BS like that. So like, people put too much stock in this shit. It's all lip service. It's all a fucking facade. People need to see through the facade, but they don't. They don't, and they don't see. So it is what it is. Watch the show. The players put all that effort into making this nice show for you. Fucking watch it. That's all you really can do. And you get an opportunity to vote, I can vote. Yeah, I don't care. People gonna be like, "Oh, you just don't care because you're a cis white male." No, I don't care because I accepted that the government was a fucking shit show, psychopath circus years ago, and I moved out into the woods where it all affects me as little as possible. Like, I accepted the shit, so like it doesn't affect me because I crafted my life in a manner to prevent it from being able to affect me as dramatically. I mean, it still affects you. You know what I mean? I still pay whatever. I still pay the same horrible gas prices, etc., etc. But like, it affects me less. People in California be running out of water. That things like that don't affect me. My water comes out of the ground. I own the water in my ground, and it's good water. like, just, to some extent, life is what you make it. People be crying about the cost of steaks. It doesn't affect me. My steaks grow themselves out in the fields. Sure, there's a cost, processing fee, but normal people pay $150 to $200 for maybe 15, 16 pounds of meat. I'll pay $500 for something close to $1,000, and mine's organic. So like, it helps to shape your life in a manner that is less dependent on outside. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. Outside, not really influences, but outside dependency. We'll go with that. Best to shape your life into something with as little outward dependency as possible. In my opinion, the less you depend outward, the more you take care of yourself, the more these crazy bullshits don't affect you. People crying about the price of eggs. My eggs are free. It costs me a loud asshole bird in the morning being loud and an asshole, but my eggs are free. I mean, I guess technically, like, I bought the bird at some point, and like, I feed it a little bit. I don't know. More eggs than a person could ever consume, and I pay less than the average person pays for a dozen eggs. A bag of food costs like $8 or $9 and lasts like a month. So that may be 2 dozen eggs. But I'm feeding like 10 laying birds that basically lay daily. I pretty much get nearly a dozen eggs a day. So cost versus results, minuscule dollars, enough eggs that the majority of them get given to dogs and cats and shit like that. So I don't really give a shit about the politics of the fucking country. They don't really affect me all that much. There's only a few
Scoffs and checks clause attention.
policies I care about.
And food? Please, I hunt for my own kibble around here. Lol Kappa.
See, even the little digital homie knows. Self-reliance. He knows what's up. People carrying on about Snap. Oh, what? They took all the sugary bullshit off. Oh no. That seems like a given. I don't know how that was on Snap to begin with. Illegal aliens shouldn't be getting SNAP benefits. Yeah, no, they shouldn't. It's more of the same. Things stay vague, but the fact that they're vague and not going into just enumerated detail kind of tells you everything you need to know. Almost certainly all these cuts, they want you to be riled and rabid about are probably all things that are basically your tax dollars, so at least American tax dollars. I don't know. I've got viewers from elsewhere, especially this late at night. Probably not a heavy hour for my American viewers, but I live in America, so it's the only things that could even possibly affect my life. Like, interesting stuff be going on elsewhere in the world, but I'm sorry, it never truly like affects anybody here in America. The Iran thing, maybe, but let's be honest here. They're a organized country. They're not a insurgency that seamlessly melds with the civilian populace. In a formal engagement, they will topple very quickly. No different than Operation Praying Mantis in '88 when we wiped out half their navy and both of their spiffy new modern frigates. And realistically, you expect it to be no more dramatic than when we steamrolled through Iraq, who at the time was the third largest standing military on the planet, and I think it took less than a month, more or less. There was a lot of like ongoing aftercare and whatever the hell, but the initial conflict, we'll call it, I think was basically over in less than a month, and Saddam was found, whatever, blah blah. We all know the rest. So I don't really see why people are trying to get Americans riled up about the situation in Iran. The only thing they could have possibly done that could have affected us was nuclear weapons, and well, we've all seen the news, so you know, and but let's be honest, America is like the global leader in spy satellite technologies and advanced sensors and radars and transmitters and all that happy horse shit. So yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that they can't tell us because the usual classified, top secret, national security. I get that, but like these people who like this is the U.S. military we're talking about. These people 20 years ago could count the dimples on a golf ball from a satellite in space. They have likely the most vast array of networked satellites of probably any country or group on the planet. You think they don't have sensors that can can monitor things like radioactivity and stuff like that on the fly? Like you think they wouldn't know if Iran had moved everything out? Don't get me wrong, I understand shielded containers. I get it all. I understand the gists of how it works, but they had a slew of inside agents, and again, the most vast satellite network on the planet. They can basically watch that area 24/7 from a computer, probably in the Nevada desert. So, some chair force. Actually, no, not chair force. Probably space force now, because satellites are in space. So you probably got some space force soldier sitting in a chair with a dozen or more screens in front of him, like turbo gamer fucking setup, just watching feeds. Be- you know, who knows? That or they've led us to believe all sorts of shit, and much like Russia was nothing compared to what they had always alluded themselves to be, America could very well be the same. I mean, there's little way to know other than the fact that America does have an uncanny tendency to make steep claims and then achieve them, which that's something. That's fucking something. Not many other countries seem to back up their steep claims. They claim this can do this or that, but they usually don't seem to be able to. Or in the case of some instances of Russian technology, they could do it technically for about 5 minutes, and then the stress of running them that hard would basically beat the airframe to the point that it was unserviceable afterwards and had to be scrapped. So, hey, hey, but it did do it, so you gotta give them that. It technically could do it briefly. Briefly. Uh, Gotta love that about the Soviets, though. Everything could do everything until it couldn't, and then to briefly take that man outside. Nobody likes to talk. Everybody likes to glaze communism. They're fucking retarded. Nobody likes to talk about the glaring and obvious shortcomings. What do you think, chat? You think society is cooked? On some level, part of me feels like we're probably cooked. Who am I kidding? I've been firmly of the belief that we've been cooked for a long time. That's why I live in the middle of nowhere. So fuck it. Let's enjoy the show. What else we got to bullshit about? House of Representatives. I don't care about the House of Representatives. Oh, they voted down his budget. See, what's everybody crying about? People be crying too much. So let things take their course. When it comes to the end, if there's a reason to cry, then you can cry. But you are not permitted to cry until. What's going on in Nigeria? Why is Nigeria trending? APC imprisoned children. That's horrible. Who imprisons children? What did the children do? Like, it's Nigeria. They're probably half starved. Why would you imprison half starved Nigerian children? See? World's fucked. Not just here. It's everywhere. Everywhere's fucked. People are just fucked, bro. That's just what it is, man. People are cooked. We're all fucking cooked. People need to just be fucking better. Like, it's that simple. But we won't, so fuck it. Enjoy the show, watch it burn, laugh at retards. Not actual disabled people. I mean, just the stupid people. Nobody gonna clip me and fucking take me out of context. No, no, no. Disabled people are way better people than all normal people. You can get fucked. They're not retarded. Normal people who are blathering fucking fools are retarded. Disabled people are disabled, and they're still better than the retarded fucking people that aren't disabled. So don't ever try to lump disabled people in with the retards. We got to break that stigma. Retard is not talking about disabled people, y'all. It's talking about the just openly, obliviously stupid. And in my opinion, it is okay to make fun of the open, obliviously stupid because they choose to be stupid. Not a choice to be disabled. It is a choice to be fucking stupid. Which is why we make fun of stupid fucking people. I don't care about sports. Twitter. Show me more what's going on. Give me shit to talk about. People to make fun of. Show me retards. I don't care if 97. I don't care about EV cars being sold in Norway. That's other people's problems to carry on about. I don't care. If you like them, good for you. They're not my jam, but I really don't care. You do you, let me do me, we'll all be fucking happy. More SpaceX tests, boring. There's some interesting news. Why is there no interesting news? Elon Musk, Twitter sucks, bro. I want interesting news. This shit's fucking boring. I don't care about fucking the White Sox. How the fuck is Zen Frog's number 4 trending in the United States with 0 posts? None. No posts. Just some random bullshit. Like, retarded. Fucking retarded. If anyone comes across Zen Frogs, mock them for being fucking retarded. When are we gonna get like some live leak footage of the bunker busters in Iran? Does it not exist anymore? comment on international bullshit. Not my business. It's all like heavily hashed out. There's a million other creators to talk about these things. You don't need to hear me time. I'm no the Ukraine war, blah blah blah, Russia. Like fuck it. My God, beating a dead horse. Am I right? Like people acting like retards, perpetuating retardation. People need to not be retarded. I don't know. You can basically roll that whole thing up and slap a big red retard sticker on it. Russia's retarded for starting it. They're retarded for continuing to just dump money and material and lives into it. The Ukrainians have an understandable position and likely not a lot of optimism at the end of that tunnel for them, but that's how life be. You got a whole bunch of other countries that want to help them now. Let them fucking help now. Not like anyone can get directly involved, anyways. You got all sorts of treaties. Tiptoe through the tulips on that one, guys. Like, fuck. Fucking stupid. But, from the look of it, it seems like Russia's hell bent on bankrupting themselves a second time in 40 years, 30, 40 years, something like that. Which, hey, wonder what they're going to become next. They're going to go back to the USSR. Like, we're going back. Yeah, see, I don't think that would work, though, because, like, you can't build communism out of nothing. It takes capital to build communism. And communism doesn't really generate capital in a great enough values to fund itself uh, alone, let alone grow. So yeah, you kind of need you need a capitalist base to build a communist buildup on, and I don't know how that's going to work if capitalist Russia goes bankrupt, and like you can't go back to communism without money. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have some money there to fire up the old communism machine. But hey, interesting times we live in. Interesting times we live in. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really look like there's much interesting fucking news. Like trending is weak. The news is weak. Nobody gives a fuck about NFTs. Like, come on now. Gabriel, nobody cares about NFTs. I mean, I guess some people do. I'm not gonna, I don't sit here and act like I'm being intentionally retarded. I'm not. I understand there are people who believe in NFTs. I mean, the percentage is mostly negligible, and they're kind of retarded in my opinion. You like NFTs? Hey, cool for you. I don't tell people what to do with their money. I do stupid stuff with my money, so I'm nobody to judge. You want to spend your money on a picture of a fucking a digital art picture of a monkey beating its schmeat, bro. Rock out, buy that schmeat pic. I spend my money on stupid shit too. I got a bunch of like bullshit vehicle projects and shit like that. Dumb redneck shit. I spend my money on dumb redneck shit. Which is no more responsible, is my point. So like I can't hate on you. You value what you value. It's your money. It's your money, baby. Spend it how you want. but I am fairly burnt on the grifty political content. Like, bro, just shoot the shit straight. Just call it what it is. I don't need your fucking opinion on it. Give me the information so I form my opinion. I don't care what your opinion is. Not you viewers. I mean like news people. People writing articles, shit like that. I don't give a fuck what their opinion is.
Scurries over and gives viewer a side eye attention. Food? I have all the trash I could ever want, thank you very much. Gimme Kappa.
Apparently he's bored. Uh I don't remember what I was fucking talking about. That shit sidetracked me. God damn it. Shitty news people. That's what it was. I don't want to hear their opinion. Their opinions don't mean fuck to me. That's not what the news is supposed to be. You shouldn't be giving your fucking opinion. You should be giving people fucking information in as unbiased of a manner as possible, which means in as monotonely worded manner as possible. Save all the fucking flair for your Twitter feed. Fuck out of here. That shit's like it's not the way shit should be. The news should be giving you fairly cold deliver information based news, not like a bias charged opinion of how they see the situation that they're going to proceed to then not give you any of the actual details of. They're just going to tell you that they feel that this is what it is. Like, that shit's dumb. That's why people are stupid. Because they just watch this dumb fucking media. It's poorly formed journalism. By the Donald Trump fake news. You are fake news. Super funny. Like, they're not fake news. They're just opinion news, and they're really shitty at it. Because instead of like crafting a quality product, they're just gonna it's like the equivalent of using a meme. Meme stream media. It's all about clicks and engagement. It's not about facts anymore. But as I'm aware, legacy media is starting to hurt in the pocket some. Who knows? You may see a turnaround on that. Money rules everything. Don't let any of them fool you like they have principles. They have no principles. The only principles they have are the ones that put dollars in their pocket when they put dollars in their pocket. And the moment that's inconvenient, those principles don't exist. The only principle these people have is that money, money above everything. Why people are fucked up shitbags. We live in this fucked up world of money above everything. At least that's what like the programming, what the programming drives. Sounds like an insane thing to say, but like a lot of what the legacy media does drive. Whatever. It's fun to watch, isn't it? Elon Musk's throwing a fit. Idiot rioters rioting like idiots. Idiots of both kinds. Two retards fighting everybody. Everybody's favorite thing. Two retards fighting. Morons in the street shooting at each other. Wild times, wild times. Israel, Gaza, Iran. Annoying, annoying, overhashed, exhausted topics. Topics that are just fucking exhausted. Oh well, what are you gonna do, right? Streamers push terrorist recruitment, media, uh, ruin each other's lives. It's all a fucking game show. It is. Like the more you think about it, it's all just a fucking game, a wild, retarded game show. Call it the race to retardation. But there's no winner. They just keep extending it, letting people further prove how retarded they can be. Got 124,000 posts trending about Ghana. What's going on in Ghana? I don't see anything going on. Just them showing mad love for India, apparently. But, hey, that's cool. Don't know why that would be something that's trending, though. But, hey, fuck it, okay. If it trends, it trends, I guess. This Massey in politics. Pop. Goofy. Okay, Massey switched his vote. See, there you go. The bill died. Things worked themselves out. People be tripping. Boring information. Moving on. What else we got? I don't really care about crypto. I mean, it's interesting and you can make some money in it, but it's not something I really know enough to be in here talking about. Like, I know some shit. Microsoft, I bet they're trending fucking thieves. Account locking fucking trash. Them. I cuss too much. Fucking YouTube's gonna demonetize this video faster than spit. Not that I think any of mine are monetized, but I doubt anyone would advertise on that. Y'all need to grow up, man. There's way worse things out there in the world that are messing up the children than profane words. What of the children? Like, Karen, I don't think the children are gonna burst into flames if they hear somebody say "fuck." You people want to like teach them the ins and outs of transgenderism and shit in like primary schools. You're gonna come at me because like I said "fuck." Yeah, I'm the fucked up person in all of this. Wild, world's wild. Oh God, they cryptoed Moodang. Cute hippo. Moodang. Fucked up and closed Twitter. I'm fucking stupid. All right, back to the trending. What do we got? Ooh, something new on the Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. Representative Cleo Fields, $11 million of trades. Huh? Buys $11 million worth, sells 15K. Nvidia, Amazon, Apple, and I don't know what that is. Is that fucking Pelotor? Google, Amazon. Get a picture. Google, Amazon, Amazon. That's it. It's the fuck is PLTR? Palantir Tech. Huh. Interesting. I didn't see Nvidia on these pictures. Ooh, sells Intel. That might not be a good indicator, but only sold 15K. That's kind of negligible, I would assume. Uh, I don't see. Oh, there is Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia. A lot of fucking Nvidia. Jesus. Well, I certainly am not a source for financial advice, but take that for what you will. Democrat Representative Cleo Field uh, dumped $11 million into Google, Amazon, Apple, Palantir, and Nvidia. So if you're a stock marketer, just some food for thought, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just me, but I've kind of noticed that miraculously, one might say, but politicians seem to not very often make bad stock trading decisions. It's almost like they know stuff that the rest of the world doesn't know, and they abuse that knowledge to grow wealth faster than the rest of the people can because they don't have these inside knowledges of things. but it kind of makes sense. Amazon's still a massive company and growing new little facets on the regular. Nvidia, I believe, is going to be building a plant in the United States and ramping up massive production. So it seems like a solid investment. Probably already expensive, but probably still a reasonably decent time to get in. I don't know. I'm not a stock person, but I'm always interested in what the shady politicians are doing with their money. That interests me. They do interesting things with their money. Looks like I don't know, a bunch of power lines fell down in Las Vegas. I don't know why anybody would care, but hey, okay, whatever, okay. Elon Musk, batshit off his fucking rocker, but catching rockets, but ranting, fucking ranting, posting shit that's like old. I mean, yeah, that's actually pretty based. Yeah, you're not wrong. Fucking, they don't make more than they take in. That difference gets made up from fucking somewhere, and well, the government already failed to bring it in. So like, clearly they're not making it. So it's not like they can just make more. But I mean, they can, and that's the problem, right? Like, they do just make more, and that debases the rest of it, and round and round it goes, getting incrementally worse. We're fucked, y'all. I guess that's the best I got for you. Is we fucked. See what's trending under We the People. Probably a bunch of crazy fucking retards. I'm sorry, I just find like taglines and groupthink to be like poison. One thing, like, you and another person's agreements line up on things, but like this ideology of like you gotta believe everything I gotta believe on both sides bullshit, that's fucking retarded. There's a shining example of retarded, y'all. Like, people have differences in belief. Civility is finding ways to come to an amicable agreement on them. It means making concessions on things. People are just fucking wild. Just full blown retardation. Shitty memes. Elizabeth Warren, yeah, nobody cares. Old news. Some retard supporting Trump is no longer a political choice. Uh, you're a retard. See, there we go. Shining retard, y'all. Just- nonsense. I want to read the replies. I don't want to post the reply. I want to read them shit. They're probably fucking funny. Flaming retards. Just shining bright for all to see. Ridiculous. People are truly ridiculous. Uh, I don't know, yo. I don't know. At least we got front row seats, I guess. Maybe fan the flames a little bit. See where this all goes. That's all we can do is ride the ride. Independence Day coming. Nobody cares about Canada. What's your Independence Day, Canada? Would you declare independence from the mooses? Let's be real. The mooses are still there, and we know that they truly are the ones who rule you. 'Cause, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with a moose. Get stomped to death? I ain't getting stomped to death by a moose. I know better than that. I know better than to fuck around with a moose. These posts are all slop. Illegal immigrants. It's all gonna be fucking slop. Just, just retards screaming. Fucking slop. What is just the term? I just slop, 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 slop.
Chatters excitedly hey everyone. It's your favorite trash panda, Trash Wolf. Who's ready to get into some mischief with me? Lol Kappa.
Yeah, I think that's about the best I got for y'all. Uh, Society's cooked. People are retarded. 90% of the news is retards fighting. When like the it should just simply be treated that they're both retarded and like just quietly like put them put them somewhere. Now that's gonna get clipped and made sound horrible. I don't mean like concentration camps or something horrifying like that, people. I know y'all are feral fucking animals, but that's not what I mean. I was thinking more like the schools that actually like teach, not the shit show that they've become that is like twisted insanity. Create schools that actually teach common sense things, useful capabilities, like you know, well, it is whatever. It is what it is. Society's cooked. People are retarded. Retards fighting. But we're here for it. We're gonna watch the show, fan the flames, and enjoy the ride. But it's kind of late, and I'm kind of tired. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll probably stream some more later today. Maybe we'll do some more mocking of the trending societal lights. Because this has been kind of amusing to just like scroll through here and shit on these. Maybe there'll be new things trending this afternoon. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who dropped in. We had a lot of lurkers, and that's cool. Seems like the alerts and the little Pando thing all seem to be functioning more or less as they should within what they are capable of doing currently. That's cool. Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do whatever it is on whichever of the platforms you happen to watch this from, because it helps me know if you are enjoying the content that I'm making, and if you would like me to make more content of that nature, comment, tell me so. Tell me what you want to see. I just enjoy doing this because it's fun, and yeah, like to meet random people, talk about shit, hang out, fucking whatever. So chime in. Don't be afraid. All right. Y'all have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever it may be. I'm out of here, y'all. Stay feral, my friends.